Welcome to Three the Hardaway, aka the three-man Jalen, aka the best big three since LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh, live on YouTube on a Wednesday. A little late this week. We had some things to take care of on Took's end. He had a gig, got to make the money. Rule number one. Get the money. So we here today on Wednesday in the middle of the second round of the NBA playoffs. So we, of course, are here to recap all of that. If you are here on YouTube, leave a like on the stream. Of course, subscribe to the channel and comment in the live chat to join the discussion. We're also on any podcast platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anybody podcast. We there. So make sure you tap in with us. If you don't know who I am the walking bucket, providing instant offense. It's your boy Savage. Up here, we got the coach on the sideline. I take them to school on and off the court. And when I say it's really shitty, it's really shitty. Shitty, what's good, brother?
We'll definitely talk about that intro later. Fire. That's why. Please, I hope y'all watch that. You need to add something else to your repertoire. I don't know, engineer, something like that, about how you just did that. That was awesome, for real.
Nah, dead ass though. Dead ass.
Yeah, you feel me? Like it incorporated everything that's new and coming. Like dang, like Kyrie and AD with the Mavs, Luka with the Lakers. Like you, unfortunately had Lonzo crossing up my boys, but it's okay because you brought Miami back. But I'll use my time to talk about. Hey man, we're 1-1 in my spring league. Yesterday we just played the best team, man. A team that we had actually lost to previously in the regular season, Covenant Classic. And when I tell you, the starting lineup had 5 of them people, just as tall as us and a little bit taller. Then they're not these ones. It was these ones, the disciplined shooters. And I was like, ooh, all right. And when I say they had a hockey lineup, like I had a hockey lineup, but they brought another 5 like that, what was I to do? But, 1-1, we lost by like 12, I think, 12, 13. So we put up a good fight at the end for sure. And we're on the way to the championship no matter what. And they're going to stand in our way. And I'm going to retool and get this together.
It's so funny, bro. Every black team, at least in Memphis anyway, has that one story about an all-white team that just gave you that work. That's how it is. For me, growing up, it was Franklin Fury. If you don't know what Franklin is, it's a rich suburb outside of Nashville. Them folks was the most disciplined team I ever played in my life.
Mine was Pendleton Community Center. Pendleton.
Pendleton was nice. Pendleton was nice too. Yeah, it's always that one team that just do everything right.
Worthington, we had a Worthington school and a Dublin school out in Ohio, boy, and I tell you, they brought them.
Dublin, like that, Ireland.
And what you think about? My point.
Damn.
Hey, this is totally off subject, but why does every city have a Germantown?
I don't know, man. It's one in like Texas, one in, of course, Memphis, one I think in Nashville too.
Yes. Didn't we not like the Germans? Yeah. There's not a Germantown in Phoenix?
Phoenix. Our Germantowns out here are old towns.
Oh, okay.
They're called old towns, so they got them everywhere. So
shout out to Phoenix, by the way, top 10 most populated city. I didn't even know that too.
And getting larger. Everybody moving out here, bro. It's the vibes. Yes. I'm bringing everybody out here, bro. That's what I do.
You are. I think y'all might be top 6 on the 06.
Nike. This man. We also got your favorite DJ's to sample man himself, Mr. SQ2. What's good, man?
Man, no, I'm ready to have this show with y'all fellas, man. I've been ready, Monday. I've been ready since really Monday. A couple of things have happened, and we're gonna talk about it. But I'm happy to have y'all fellas on this show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on some Seth Rollins shit. It's kind of like when he said, sometimes I just gotta say I told you so.
Oh God.
So indulge me, as I say, I told you so.
You did tell us to.
Everybody listening, be ready. Put your seatbelt on. Strap up, son. It's gonna be a fun show.
Gonna be a fun show, man. Gonna be a fun show. Let's go ahead and get started with NBA trivia. What you got today, too? What we got?
What I got today, too. All right, we can take it serious just a little bit. So of course we're gonna
before you go. Everybody look down below. Come on, look at that. We low budget though.
Low budget. We mid budget now, bro.
Mid budget now. We mid.
Look at the additions, bro. Shout out to Savage. The only thing I got to say is take Jordan Poole, dumbass, out the intro video. That's all.
And you know what? I put him there on purpose because I
loved it.
It's cool, but
and if you notice, I put him right behind Kyrie, if I'm not mistaken. All that was on purpose.
NBA trivia, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Sheedy because the real host, the main man ain't shit. So of course we're gonna get into Go Popovich again, man. Senior Popovich. We're gonna get into him. But currently there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 NBA coaches that are currently coaching right now under the Popovich tree. I want you guys to name them. Of course, Miss Johnson. Who's the new coach of the San Antonio Spurs, is one of them. So I want you guys to name the 7 other coaches under the Popovich tree.
Udoka.
All right. Yeah, Ime
Udoka's. Yep.
Nick Nurse.
I don't believe is under the Popovich tree.
Where did he come from? That's a good question. Where did he come from?
Keep going.
Yeah. Budenholzer, I thought, man.
Budenholzer. Well, he ain't coach no more, so I don't.
Dang. Oh, yeah. Dang.
Who's currently coaching?
Okay, so Nick Nurse was. Yep.
Okay, Nick Nurse.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, Nick Nurse. Budenholzer's not coaching. Jenkins is not coaching.
I mean Jenkins. Technically Jenkins is coaching, so you can.
Okay, Jenkins. Okay.
This season.
This season. Okay. Yeah. Is James Borrego coaching?
Said James Borrego.
Borrego, Borrego.
Let's see, because
I thought he came from Pop, because he was with Charlotte, I believe.
Dang, what's the?
Yep,
Borrego. Okay.
I'm currently adding people. Y'all. Hey, in a way, this will be trivia, but we blessing the people because it's still names y'all ain't named.
Okay.
It's not Quinn. Quinn Snyder's not coming.
Quinn Snyder is one.
Quinn Snyder is one. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep. He's currently coaching for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
James Borrego for the
Steve Kerr count?
Steve Kerr does count, of course.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So you mentioned. Let me see. I did put Budenholzer on this list.
Okay.
But
Mike Brown.
Of course, but of course he's not coaching. So.
Okay. Somebody.
You guys are missing one. You said Taylor Jenkins.
Does Mazzulla count? I don't know.
Missing one.
Wow. Okay.
What conference?
Oh, Atkinson? Kenny Atkinson?
In the Eastern Conference.
Kenny Atkinson?
Kenny Atkinson is not the one I was referring to, but he definitely is on this list.
Okay.
It's not Thibodeau.
Not Carlisle.
You're right.
Not Doc.
Oh, heavens no.
Not JB. Who coaches? Okay. Hawks, Magic, Wizards.
Oh, where's the?
There we go. Keep going, Savage. There you good.
Wizards.
Brian Keith.
Ryan Keith.
I'm about to say who is?
I don't know his name. I thought it was Wes Unseld, to be honest.
So we got 11 coaches on this list.
Dang.
Wow.
It's all coming from Goat Popovich.
That's
and still, and there's still more.
And counting.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I'm missing somebody.
Yeah. And not even that though, but like the branching off of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like technically Mazzulla is underneath Udoka. You know, Isolo from Memphis is under Taylor Jenkins. Budenholzer's tree is kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? Just coming from here. So
where's Malone from? Mike Malone.
He might be Pop.
Mike Malone, Pop.
Yeah, like what we talking about, bro? Hey, Pop the goat, man. Pop is
Pop is the tree. Everybody else is just the branches.
The branches, man. Yeah, some branches are bigger than others. Pause. That's what it is. But I mean, we can go right into Pop, man. So Pop, he was named team prez of the San Antonio Spurs. He ends his coaching career with 1,422 wins, 5-time NBA champion as a coach, 3-time coach of the year. I always give Greg Popovich respect because he stuck with the Spurs through thick and thin. He could have easily, I know too, in the early days of LBR, you mentioned how Pop was going to be the Lakers coach, I think at some point, just from like the tea leaves that you were kind of getting a vibe from. But now he stuck around through, Tim Duncan, Ginobili, David Robinson, Tony Parker, that time period, getting Kawhi Leonard. In between that, DeMar DeRozan, Rudy Gay was there for a time period, Boris Diaw, and all these other random players, all the way up until you get to Wemby and Stephon Castle. And of course, I think if Pop could still coach, he literally would be the coach. But I think you saw it in his press conference. The man needed help to move, with Tim Duncan and Ginobili helping him, get, sit down and get up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thankful that he's on his feet again. Stroke is no joke, man. My boss had a stroke a couple years ago, and it was just weird to see him in that position. So to see Pop, basically kind of struggling to move, it's hard to see. I mean, my first NBA Finals was watching the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs back in, I think it was 99, 2000. So my intro to basketball, like NBA basketball, is literally Greg Popovich. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Popovich, man. That's the GOAT coach in my opinion. Two kind of sold me on that in the early days of Three to Hardaway, and I stand on that, man. Just seeing him go from being, I don't think he was supposed to even be the Spurs coach at first, and then he is literally the Spurs right now. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Pop, man. Y'all thoughts?
You want to shoot?
Yeah. Legends. First, I want to give kudos to the San Antonio Spurs organization for allowing Greg Popovich to be who he was and is. It means he's done. He's not done, but who he is, and riding the wave of ups and downs with him and the team, and just believing in what Greg Popovich brought to the league. I mean, honestly, he was the one that brought the Hack and Shack. He was the one that really started for people to sit out and rest. Like, legitimate, these are things that now happen, right? And you can't say enough about him. It did hurt to see his state of who he was, because we remember him so much of being up and down those sidelines. But it was a pleasure to see him and for him to address the crowd and still be who he is. And to your point, if he could coach this team right now, this team is good. And underneath Pop, in a right state of mind, this is a playoff team, not a play-in team, in my humble opinion. You're talking about some players, but I won't get into all that. This is about Greg Popovich. He beat us. We beat him with Miami, but you're single-handedly talking about the greatest coach that we've watched. And I don't think there will be another one. You're talking about 5 championships? 5? He also is the one that really gave, I don't want to say European players, but other players chances. Like, you think of the Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. He was the one that, also put together. He's like, hey, let's do this Twin Towers thing and make it work. And it did, for sure. So shout out to him, and also him giving a lot of players second chances. Thinking about Captain Jack, getting him where he needed to be. His earlier days, Mario Ellis, bro. Come on now. I'm here with the names here.
Mario Ellis, man, that's a shooter right there. I know Mario Ellis.
Come on now. Come on. Sean Jackson. Come on now. But anyways, I'll say that's enough, man. You can't. We spent a whole podcast talking about how great he is. And I'm glad that he is still part of that organization, because when you think San Antonio, Greg Popovich should be the first thing you think about. Nothing else after that.
Appreciate, Sheeta, one thing I always appreciate about you going before me is that you're able to give, even more insight and help me, with my points sometimes. I give that, because especially when you talk about, like I told y'all, GOAT Popovich from the jump, he's that guy to me. And, if y'all would just allow me to break it down for why. And Sheeta, you mentioned a bunch of points as far as like bringing the international game to the NBA. Like, you talk about the guys like not only just Tony Parker, but the Manu Ginobili's, the Patty Mills, who we know can put up buckets, the Boris Diaw's, the Tiago Splitters, even if you will. Like, even he was able to get the most out of the players on the court, like even the Kawhi Leonards. He saw Kawhi in the mid-range and be like, all right, I'm going to turn you up. And he arguably, for a stint of time, was the best player in the NBA. When you go against the legends of our generation, not only go against them, but you beat them. You beat Kobe Bryant. You beat LeBron James. You would have beat Steph Curry, if an ankle injury didn't stop, but that's either here or there. But he was on his way to, but that's just who Popovich was. He got the most out of the players on the court, but it was his off the court antics that made me a true fan of pop. And if we remember a time when the NBA was going through a bunch of 3 games in 4 nights, and a bunch of 2 games in 3 nights back-to-backs, pop like, nah, we got the playoffs coming up. We finna rest our players, and damn it, I'm finna do what I'm about to do. And I'm pretty sure around that time he won championships. He understood the players and where they were coming from. And it was just that relationship building to where even players like Jonte Murray, I know he got a relationship with Miss Johnson, but even him building that relationship with Jonte Murray is a beautiful thing to see. And that's just who Pop is. He didn't care about what you did in the past. As long as you come to San Antonio and keep it about basketball, you're going to win. And that's exactly why he's the GOAT coach. I appreciate Phil Jackson, but you had Kobe and Mike. This man did it on teams. It was like, all right, we finna draft. All right, we got David Robinson, but we got this young gun, Tim Duncan, that's where they come and change the world and become the best power forward to ever play this month. You know what I'm saying? And again, Ginobili and Tony Parker, who were they? To be honest with you, they could have been nobodies on any other team. But you put them with, again, a GOAT-minded coach that's like, I'm finna get the most out of you, whether you like it or not. And again, we talking about the greatest coach, 5-time champion, 3-time coach of the year, 1,400 wins. Salute to Greg Popovich. But we can literally spend another 20 minutes on Greg Popovich because that's, to me, how great he is. But again, salute to Senior Popovich, who again is going to take the Pat Riley role. So we're going to see what he got. But he got Wemby. And that's his way out gift to the NBA. And we ready.
And he might get Cooper Flag too.
I don't like that agenda that y'all keep saying that.
Hey, look, I'm just going based on the lottery balls. That's all I'm going based off of.
Come on, him, Wemby, Cooper Flag, De'Aaron Fox is still there, ladies and gentlemen. Stephon Castle, come on now.
Hey,
look, come on.
You know what? You know what's good is next Monday is the lottery before our show, so we will know where Cooper Flag's gonna go.
Yeah, because he's going one.
He's going one for sure. For sure.
Right now, we calling it right now. Who y'all got?
In the lottery?
I need to see the percentages.
Yeah, well, number one. Who getting the number one? Just because.
I'll look it up real quick. I know Washington is up there. Actually, you can look at the.
I'm still say Washington, bro. I'm still going Washington. Washington and Utah.
I'm believing for Washington just because I want to see Cooper Flag red, white, blue. I feel like that's
flag, bro. It's written.
Either they or Philadelphia. Philadelphia got a chance too to get them.
That's crazy.
That's on some Spurs shit.
Dead ass. Let me see. So the odds are this. You got Utah at 1, Washington at it's 14% Utah, Washington, and Charlotte. And then 12.5% for the New Orleans Pelicans, 10.5% for Philadelphia, 9% for Brooklyn. He would look tough in the Brooklyn jersey, I ain't gonna lie. Toronto 7.5%, Spurs 6%, Phoenix 3.8%, but the pick goes to Houston via Brooklyn. So Houston,
bro, Phoenix is screwed.
Nah, they're done.
Oh, Phoenix, get me out of here. Not really, but get them out of
right.
here.
Portland 3.7, Dallas 1.8, Chicago 1.7, Sacramento not even a chance at 0.8, Atlanta 0.7. So yeah, we're gonna see next Monday if Cooper Flag is gonna be under the tutelage of Greg Popovich. It'll be nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll be nice. It'll be nice. So yeah, we'll be going on right after the NBA lottery. So that'd be perfect timing for us, honestly. Yeah. All right, getting into the rest of the NBA news. We got 3 interim coaches that are now hired full-time. Doug Christie for the Sacramento Kings. He actually just hired, I believe, Mike Woodson to be an associate head coach on his staff. So the Kings are getting their staff together. Tuomas Isolo is hired as the Grizzlies coach. Surprised that they didn't do a full-on search, but it is what it is at this point. And the aforementioned Mitch Johnson was hired by the Spurs. A lot of people thought that they would hire Taylor Jenkins or Coach Spo in Miami. Becky Hammond was an option I threw around a lot, but they decided to raise somebody from the actual coaching staff to be there, which makes sense because, I mean, he's probably have a relationship with the players right now. DeJounte Murray was a guy that was at Coach Pop's press conference. So it makes sense. It honestly makes sense to not have somebody else to throw things off. I mean, you can even look at like the Denver Nuggets right now. They got Adelman as their coach, and they look damn good right now. I ain't gonna lie, they look good. So I think that's probably the wave right now of hiring coaches is not necessarily getting a retread coach. It's more so going with continuity, which we'll see how that works out for each of these teams including our Memphis Grizzlies too. We'll see how that works.
Man, I'm done, bro. I'm 252, bro. I'm not no.
252.
You forgot there was one other coach you forgot. Is Nikola Jokic.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, Jokic. I mean, he coached their ass up though, man. He on the bench, animated, doing stuff, man. So clearly he was played a part in Mike Malone not being there no more. So yeah, shout out to Coach Joker. And we'll get into them a little bit later. But right now, let's get into the second round of the NBA playoffs. What the Halliburton is where we're gonna start at, bro, because the past two games with the Pacers and the Cavaliers, bro, have honestly been shocking. The Cavs were the most dominant team in the Eastern Conference. We've seen that all year. They do have some injuries. I know that Evan Mobley got hurt on like a block play. Darius Garland, I'm not sure where he got hurt. Him and DeAndre Hunter got hurt. But they didn't play in game two. Game one, the Pacers ended up winning that game. Game two, the Cavaliers should have won that game. They were up by like 20-something at one point, and they still end up losing at the end off of a missed free throw from Halliburton, who turned around and hit like a game-winning three. I looked at the box score. I said, damn, Spider was killing. Like, what happened? Spider had, 48 points too? 48 points and was plus 13. Yeah. Plus 13 in the plus minus, and y'all still lose a game. Mm-hmm. So my question to you, gentlemen, is it over for the Cavs? She says yeah.
Man, you had them in the finals. Damn.
Yeah, I did.
No, I'm talking about this dude. I mean, I guess you did. I forgot you did.
I had Lakers Cavs.
What's about the gentleman in the middle shaking his head right here?
Yeah, I said Lakers and Cavs. I even thought that this team was
ugly.
Was greater. I'll let you go first too because you didn't call me ugly. But damn, I mean,
no. I said you ugly. I said it's ugly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. No. I mean, you ugly too, but it's cool. This everything about this situation. But no, man, it's disappointing because it looked like Donovan Mitchell can't get past the second round. And I know you alluded on Twitter, Savage, about them being like the Atlanta Hawks. And here we go, Trevor again in the comments right here, 2015 Hawks. That's literally what we're seeing. And I think I don't want to say it's unfair because, of course, next man up, quote unquote, as they say. But them not having Darius Garland is hurting because they're not able to keep up with the pace that the Pacers are playing on. You know what I'm saying? And Miles Turner out here cooking. Jay Allen, what the hell you doing? Evan Mobley, you just won Defensive Player of the Year, dog. What you doing? So, again, the Pacers, the NBA playoffs are about the teams clicking at the right moment, and the Pacers are literally clicking at the right moment. And damn it, it could be. I'm gonna still hold on for the Cavs. So I'm gonna hold on for the Cavs. I'm gonna still say Cavs in 7, just because I'm a Kenny Atkinson get their shit together. But I'm gonna still roll with the Cavs in 7.
Yes, please keep holding. As you're holding, lightning has struck twice for both of these organizations. Let me speak first about Donovan Mitchell. Last time Donovan Mitchell was a number 1 seed, he was outed in the second round. It's happening again, and this time in a different conference. Is Donovan Mitchell enough? No. As we can see, he's not enough by himself. Clearly, he needs help. And so I don't believe Pacers might sweep this motherfucker. They might fuck around and sweep these motherfuckers for real.
And they can easily sweep the Cavs. That's the crazy thing about what's going on, man.
It could be you saying Cavs in 7. I'm saying Pacers in 4, and that is very unfortunate. And because listen, there's a couple rules. One rule that you never make is you never let the person that shot the free throw get the rebound. How?
I got shooter. You gotta say it, man.
Right. And I know Miles Turner did a tip to him. You know what I'm saying? I watched the play over and over, but still, again, the top guy has to get the shoot. I think it was Ty Jerome was supposed to get him or what have you. And even talk about right before then, right? There was a turnover on the inbounds. But anyways, lightning strike twice. I'm talking about the Pacers now. The Pacers are the true definition of a team that just needs to get into the playoffs, and you never know what's going to happen. Rewind to last year. Who did they play first? The Bucks. Who did the Bucks have injured? Damian Lillard. It was over. And Giannis was out, actually, too. Both. They won that series. What happened in the next series? Right? Another injury team that they played was able to get them all the way to the finals. Because Jalen Brunson, the Knicks were hobbled. OG.
He was gone.
Yeah. Julius Randle was gone. Right? Yep. Mitchell Robinson, right? Gone.
OG and now couldn't walk.
OG was done. Ribs was hurt. Josh Hart was hurt too, right? Towards the end. Lightning strike twice. This season, they lined up to play the Bucks again. What happened? You got Giannis by himself. Damian Lillard is not really himself. Boom, they out. Injuries again. Cavs. Garland's hurt. Mobley's hurt. Defensive Player of the Year. And possible sixth man of the year could have been a candidate for that. He was, excuse me. Lightning striking twice for the Pacers, man. And let me say this real loud. Rick Carlisle has earned more than his check. He is using and utilizing the strengths of his team to overshadow any weaknesses that they have. Kudos to him, and he's shown this 2 years in a row. And then if y'all haven't already signed that man to an extension, go ahead and do so.
Hey, shout out to him, man. My thing is, people are saying that, like the Pacers getting another cakewalk to the Eastern Conference Finals. You still got to go out there and play the game, man, because the Cavs was busting their ass that first half, man. They were up by 20 points in the first half of the second game. Who was it? Max Strus, your boy Sheedy, was killing, Spider killing. But at the end of the day, the Pacers, I think the good thing about getting into the playoffs and, just win the series, man, is getting that experience. The Pacers as a collective have that experience of going together to the Eastern Conference Finals. They know what each other wants to do. Pascal Siakam is an NBA Finals top performer in the NBA Finals, to be honest. He's been there. He's done that. He knows what it takes. And Halliburton he's evolving before our eyes right now. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the guy beside Halliburton, Nembhard. I told people last year, or maybe the year before last year, Nembhard can be a point guard for somebody's team. He had 13 assists, bro. 13. And got Halliburton on the team. Halliburton lead the league in assists damn near almost every year.
Every season.
So to have players that know their role, they know what they're doing, they know the pecking order, and know Pascal gonna get his, Halliburton gonna get his, Miles Turner gonna get his. At first I wasn't really believing in the Pacers early in the season, but I feel like now they could go to the finals. They could be. Boston ain't playing good right now. Boston's not playing good. We saw Indiana beat New York last year, even though New York wasn't fully healthy. They still can be like, we beat y'all last year. Ain't nothing new to us. So Indiana, they can mess around and go for real. They really could.
It says like Boston ain't playing good, but they up 20. Like I hate we keep having this conversation about Boston.
Yeah,
it's
something, bro. Like you said, it's something, bro. It's something.
Maybe it's us.
Maybe it's us. Maybe we crazy.
Maybe it's us.
Maybe we crazy, bro. But yeah, I've been impressed with Indiana. The Cavs, I don't know if they can even get healthy, bro, because Garland. I know people were getting on Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith was like, you need to get your ass out there if you crippled, something to that degree. I don't think Stephen A. Smith is saying go out there on crutches. I don't think he's saying that. But I think what he's saying is it's the playoffs. Why is everybody hurt? But at the end of the day, it's like it's the war of attrition at this time of the year, bro. It's who can play. And if you can't play, then you got to deal with the repercussions. This is what it is at this point. I think they want to play, but they just can't.
Yeah, and I feel like since Spider's been there, it's been at times a revolving door of the guards of who's going to be healthy and who's not, right? Mm-hmm. So sometimes Donovan's hurt, Garland has to step in, and now we're seeing Garland is down, Mitchell's stepping up, but like the cohesion of the two is really good. Mm-hmm. But also, again, we talked about this before, and we'll get there when they get to their E-Dash story. There has to be a decision made about how to move forward, and we kind of know where they're going with that.
Real spill, man. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to the next series, man. It's kind of sad, to be honest. The Warriors, they did end up winning the game yesterday. Draymond had an amazing game, knocking down threes. Jimmy Butler had a good game. Buddy Hield is playing out of his freaking mind right now. I'm not sure where this Buddy Hield came from. This is Oklahoma Buddy Hield.
He's a Buddy Hield, bro.
Man, he's just playing. Splash Buddy is crazy. But the Warriors did end up beating the Timberwolves. Timberwolves could not buy a bucket I think I sent y'all a text message that Ant-Man had 1 point in the first half. 1 point. And they couldn't knock down their shot. It was kind of similar to the Boston game against New York, where Boston missed like 45 threes. 45 threes is crazy.
How many shots? 45 threes?
45 threes. Yep.
That's to miss. That's not to make.
45 threes. It's like damn near Houston Rockets territory.
Oh.
And we'll get into James Harden a little bit later. For two. But yeah, so the Warriors did win, but the way that Jimmy Butler was talking in the post game sounded like they lost. He was like, they asked him like, what did you see or something like that. He was like, it's hard as hell to play basketball without Steph Curry on your team. He said it's hard as hell. We need him back, and they've already announced that Steph is going to miss this upcoming week. So he's missing games 2, game 3, and game 4.
Mm-hmm.
So now that being said, Jimmy Butler, we see him carry, I ain't want to say bombs in Miami, but some no names.
Call us that. We did. That's us.
Some no names. Haywood Highsmith and Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent paid, by the way.
Got Max Strus paid.
Max Strus paid. So we've seen Jimmy, carry a team to the finals twice. But at the same time, shout out to Tyler from Fatboy Fadeaway. He said the West is different from the East. Absolutely. I agree with that. But from what I saw, if Draymond gonna knock down threes and play elite defense and Jimmy gonna do the same, why couldn't they get the Wolves out of here in 6 games?
One thing, I don't know if you're done or not, Savage.
Go ahead.
One thing about being the bandwagon Warriors fan that I've been is to be able to notice certain things. And we know that Jimmy Butler was able to do what he did in Miami, but it's Jimmy Butler and Coach Spo. We're not gonna, not recognize him. Now it's Jimmy Butler and Steve Kerr. And if you asking me which one of them coaches I trust more, I'm putting Coach Spo 10 out of 10 times. Your offense is predicated on making sure Steph Curry get the shot that he needs. Jimmy Butler, he knows that, and he's coming into a situation where that's the team's offense. So now you take away the biggest weapon for 2-3 games, and then he come back and he ain't gonna be healthy. Me as a bandwagon Warrior fan, I hate this because this could have been the year that Steph Curry got his last ring. You know what I'm saying? And now we gotta wait till next season, which next season he play a cards right, you can have a better roster. More, I can't wait till the summer. But we talking about the now, and the now is me having it the Game 6 Edwards, you know what I'm saying? Game 6 Timberwolves. Because I think the Warriors can get one more. But if you're talking about an Ant-Man who, again, had 1 point in the first half and had 23 finishing, that shit ain't going to happen again. And again, offensively, who's going to step up? Because Wazowski, who's, again, I thought was going to be the next Jordan Poole, he went 1 for 7. Do I expect the same to happen again throughout the series? More than likely, yes. And that's who pretty much you need help. Buddy Hield gonna shoot off, cool, but he gonna shoot you out a couple of games as well. And who's consistent in a basketball play? These doggone Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert gonna have another Shaq game or 2. I got the Timberwolves at 6, unfortunately, and I would love to be wrong.
Honestly, prior to the injury, I had the Wolves at 5, and I know that Curry is down, and I definitely have Wolves on 5. I understand that they won the game. However, now, and let me go ahead and say this. Let me give Chris Finch some credit. I dragged his name through the mud a couple years ago.
Absolutely.
It was deserved. Yes, exactly. And he turned it, did a 180, ladies and gentlemen. You don't do 360s because 360 means you turn around and do the same thing. He did
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Thank you.
He did a 180, man, and he's really been coaching these guys up. When Chris Finch and his staff go into this rest of the series, you're not needing to put your best player on Steph Curry anymore. And that is the difference. So now you can have other players guarding. Buddy Hield ain't going to go off like that again. Not when the attention is going to be on him the way it's going to be. Buddy Hield was able to get away with these games this series so far and last series because you were the third option. Now you are the second option, if not the first option. If you even go into the role, if Steve Kerr put you in the role of like a Steph Curry-esque sort of role, the attention is on you, and you're not ready to carry that. We've seen in Indiana and wherever else you played, even Indiana back when you was in college, it just ain't you no more.
Oklahoma,
Okay.
but I got you.
Oklahoma, my fault.
Burgundy,
maroon and white. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the Wolves are going to game plan around that. And again, to Tu's point, they're not going to have Anthony Edwards ain't gonna have another game like that. And again, when you're taking the best shooter, arguably the best shooter of all time, out of all this equation, I can focus my energy on something else. Nah, it's curtains. It's curtains. They're gonna do a straight gentleman's sweep. We may see another game, is what Tuka's saying. I'm saying no, sir. Wolves of 5.
Yeah, the offense is gonna change completely because before, like you mentioned, whoever's guarding Steph, you gotta be ready to get some cardio in because he's gonna be running around, down screens, flare screens, like he can do that all game long. Buddy ain't that kind of player. Buddy ain't gonna be running around like Steph Curry is. You know what I'm saying? So it's way more energy to knock down those threes on the other end if you the Minnesota Timberwolves. I still think the Warriors gonna win, man. I picked Warriors in 6.
You got more faith than I do. all that was going through my head as soon as I saw the injury, and I was like, damn, Randy Orton sent that legend killer tweet off. I was like, yeah, you really can't say he beat the legend.
Damn.
Can't say he beat the legend. So that was a wasted tweet for no reason. That's all bit in my head about this series. You think the Warriors are gonna be? You got more faith than I do, and I don't apologize on my bandwagonism, but I've been here 2 years, so I'm still on this.
My only problem is that it's a hamstring, bro, and you do not
play with a hamstring.
Not play with a hamstring, bro. If the hamstring wants to, you will go down. You are not going to do anything else. It's going to take you down. It's what's going to happen. So yeah, that's my only concern. My hope is that it ain't that bad. But for a player like Steph, he got to move. So it's like even when he got hurt. Like he dribbled the ball up the court, he couldn't really couldn't get busy like how he wants to. He immediately said, "Yeah, get me out, coach. I can't move." So yeah,
my biggest thing is Stephen Kerr. We gonna
see if he can coach.
All eyes on you, Steve Kerr.
It's time now. Now it's time.
I'm calling you. I've been calling you out on the pod. Again, I'm on the bandwagon, but it's like,
It's time now. Steph can't save you now.
You got the greatest shooter of all time. You had him twice. Two of the greatest shooters of all time at one time.
And we have seen him without. We have seen him without Steph Curry.
Yeah, but not against these Timberwolves.
Now we know what Jimmy Butler can do, even though none of the teams he beat are the Timberwolves. That's again get credit.
I'm tripping off Jimmy. Jimmy was just relenting the series. He was just like, "Yeah, we can't do it without Steph." I'm like, "Damn, Jimmy!" Like, what are we talking about, bro?
He on this LeBron shit. He ready for next season.
Like, you just won the game. You won the game, but you lost. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Crazy. For Jimmy Butler to say that, it's crazy to me. For him to say that, crazy. All right, next up is Thunder and not Thunder. I'm sorry. We're gonna do Knicks Celtics. Knicks and bricks. So I said that because last game, the Boston Celtics could not, for the life of them, make a jump shot. And even this game that we're watching right now, they're about 15, and I still feel like the game is within reach because, it happened last game. They were down by 20, came back and won the game in overtime. Clutch player of the year, Jalen Brunson, did his thing. Regardless of the result of this game tonight with Knicks and Celtics, my question is, should Boston be concerned? I think so, because we all on this podcast said the Knicks were going to go to the NBA Finals at the beginning of the season. Based on Thibodeau, based on the roster, the chemistry between the players, Cat getting added to the equation. And we've seen them play, you know what I'm saying? Even against the Pistons, a tough Detroit Pistons team, they still found a way to win because they just have the chemistry to make that happen. And you got the players to make that happen. You got Jalen Brunson, who's going to get 25, 30 points, 40 points if he needs to. Cat, the greatest big man shooter in the league. We don't go ahead and say that, not the league ever.
Thank you, sir.
We gonna say that.
Ever.
Mikal Bridges playing 51 minutes and playing defense in overtime like he ain't got no type of tired bone in his body, snatching the ball from Jaylen Brown. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell Robinson's playing good defense. So overall, like the Knicks, regardless of this game tonight, we don't know if the game ain't over with yet. It might be over with by the time the podcast ends. I still feel like if I'm Boston, based on how they look, they were up by 20 at one point. I was just looking, now they're up by like 10 or 12, one of them. Based on how Boston looks, they just I hate using it again, but something is missing. something is off. I don't know what it is, but something is off with the Boston Celtics. We could be wrong. We could be crazy. Not really sure. But, yeah, I think they should be concerned for sure.
Yeah, there's no way you're not concerned. The Celtics, for all intents and purposes, regardless of what the Cavs were ranked, the Celtics should be walking this whole thing down, honestly. But it also goes to you're a 3-point shooting team. You're gonna have those type of games where you might shoot yourself out completely of the game. But also, Joe, like, okay, that's not working. I mean, was it 45 misses? I mean, at 20 something, we got to be talking about something else. By 20 something, you got to see it. And it's not like they lost by an incredible margin. If they change those possessions just a few, they win the game, right? They don't go into overtime. But again, the Celtics do not do well against smaller guards. Small guards kill the Celtics. Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell last year when he was by himself was killing them. So, yes, am I concerned if I'm a Celtics fan? Yes, I would be very concerned. Regardless of this game and its output, you now need to go to MSG and win at least one, if not two. And if you don't think Knicks fans and the Knicks energy is going to be crazy, I think it's going to be damn near impossible to win one in New York. New York did exactly what they're supposed to do. They stole one. Their stars got one from you. And so now you got to turn the channel and what are we going to do? And this Knicks team, that's your point, Savage, was built to beat the Celtics, right? This is why you signed OG for the extension because he couldn't play in the playoffs last year. You got the Mikal Bridges so you can guard the Browns and Tatum's because Brown's not doing it for you. Tatum is there, but Tatum can only do but so much. Talk about the Celtics carrying Tatum. What more do you want Tatum to do? And people just got to step up, man. And if this doesn't work out for the Celtics, you still got to pay. Well, we won't go into it. The Celtics should be.
I can't wait to talk about the Celtics.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. You go.
No. I mean, I say that as the off season. Like you were talking about the off season. I can't wait to talk about the Celtics off season. It's gonna be creeping. And one of those players that we're going to talk about is Jrue Holiday. I think he's going to be the X factor in the entire series. And why we say that is because, again, what you literally just hit the hammer on the head is that Jrue Holiday specifically, even in the Olympics, we saw him having trouble with smaller guards. And then we got Jalen Brunson, who's having a bad game right now, but he's averaging 30. If we would have recorded Monday, I would have told y'all, hey, put money on him putting up 40 at least twice, 3 times this series now. I'm going to still say he's going to put up 40 twice again this series. Put y'all money on it. Y'all can even put $1 on it and win y'all $20, I think. So, again, do it for next game. Do it for the game after. Jalen Brunson is going to be the reason why the Knicks win at 7. I came on this podcast. I really felt like the Knicks, beginning of the season were an NBA Finals team. I still believe that they are. And OG and Mikal Bridges need to just step up a little bit more offensively. I know they hold it down defensively. But right now they 2 for 15 combined, and they're going to the fourth. Like that's not going to happen again. So again, even if like we saying something off with the Celtics, hopefully the Knicks figure it out because again, I think the Knicks gonna win the 7.
I'm mad at that. I'm also like I'm all about storylines, man. We are due for another Knicks and Pacers again, man. We got to get that rematch from last year. And just in general, historically, I mean Reggie Miller versus the Knicks in the Garden. We need some more of that, man. Halliburton talking his shit again.
And you want to know what's crazy? He's like, speak. Everything you're talking about is storyline. Is these 2 Negroes was on WWE last year?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jalen Brunson and Tyrese Halliburton were on WWE having fun talking ish. It's like, storyline.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, Triple H tweeting about Halliburton.
Exactly. Like, hold on.
Give him credit, man.
Go write some storyline. Speaking of which, Raw, you cook, dog.
Yeah.
Raw, you cook. Y'all cook with the main event on Raw. Y'all cook. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out Triple H.
Don't sleep on Oos, man. Don't sleep on Oos.
Come on, man.
Or something about get the bet off of him. I thought they're gonna do it, bro. Because Seth Rollins hot. I know the whole faction thingy. But hey, Oos there, man.
They cook.
FYI, I feel like when y'all watch Backlash, that third person is gonna come during Backlash. You heard it here first.
Okay, that's what Saturday, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
Yep, Saturday.
Okay,
get your peacock up.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the Knicks, they giving Boston trouble. They down by 12 right now. So it can still go either way in this fourth quarter. So remains to be seen. Remains to be seen.
Fourth quarter Brunson, turn me up, dog.
All right, next up, now we doing Thunder and Nuggets. Joker put up 40, 22, and 6. Now look, the Thunder are a great team. They a good team. Give them all the respect in the world. But Chet Holmgren ain't ready for Nikola Jokic. Isaiah Hartenstein ain't ready for Nikola Jokic. Which led me to ask this question: Who is a better player right now? Is it SGA or is it Joker for this series?
Joker just the best player in the league, period. What are we talking about? That's even a question. Best player.
But this guy's an MVP. He's an MVP.
I mean,
two things can be true.
Based on the statistics and him being number one and him still having an incredible season. He is. But we know the MVPs don't mean the best season anymore. When was the last time the MVP award really meant it outside of Jokic winning 3 times in a row? It felt like.
Shit, could have got 4.
Hey, we call it voter fatigue now.
Yeah.
But Jokic is, I ain't gonna say easily. Shane, he too far behind him, but Jokic is the best in the league.
No, you could have left that word easily there.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like literally, people watch the game. The man had 40, 20, and 5. Right. When you put those stats lines together, the last time that happened was your boy Giannis on his way to a championship.
Yep.
You know that the blue arrow is due for a game as well, and that's going to be the crazy part. Because
you know what, Shitty, speaking of real quick, I'm gonna interrupt, but this is my logic behind picking the Nuggets in this series. Because one, Joker is good for 2 games. You gonna get 2 games from Joker. All right. You mentioned Jamal Murray. That's a game right there. He gonna get 1. One of them, we don't know when it's gonna happen. And that 4th game is gonna be Russell Westbrook.
Ooh!
Some kind of way.
Gordon.
It might have been last game. Where he got the rebound.
No. Russ is like
So that's why that was my logic behind picking the Nuggets. It's like Joker gonna get 2 by himself. We know that. And then you're going to get 1 from Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray might score 40, 50 points. And then Russell Westbrook going to give you 1 too. Just off of just whatever it is with Russell Westbrook. So, yeah, I'm in agreement with you. I said Nuggets in 6.
Sheeta, what you say? Nuggets in 6 too?
I unfortunately got to say it now, man. Yes, because I thought Chet was ready. But we've talked about playoff people, right? When people turn up to the next level. I didn't even know Joker had another level. But this man, every playoff series is another level. When the man can guarantee you, like Savage just said, 2 games, every series you see, they don't lose in 5. Joker gonna get you 2 wins by him. He gonna put all of 5-2-8-0 on his back. All of Denver on his back. Literally. And carry them twice.
Yep.
Yes, bro. I got the Nuggets at 6, bro. Jesus.
Outside of the Luka Doncic trade, I'm gonna say on this podcast that the Aaron Gordon trade to the Nuggets was the best trade since we've recorded on this podcast. And the way he's been playing and the way he's been playing consistently since he's been there.
Steady, man.
Jokic is real backmate. I know Jamal Murray turned up too, but if you really want to talk about it, his real backmate has been Aaron Gordon, and it's been a match made in heaven since the beginning, and it's been beautiful just to see. But again, I just wanted to salute him, and I think he's gonna be the reason why the Nuggets win. And And it sucks because OKC definitely they're the number 1 team throughout the season for real. But when you got to lock in with the best player in the league, and it's been that way for the last 3-4 years, and he's entering his prime, and the Nuggets know who they are, and you got Russell Westbrook off the bench that's like, hold on, I legit got a chance to win an NBA championship. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go now. I can't call this 6, 7 cool, whatever, but as long as Nikola Jokic is playing basketball, it's a wrap. And then again, I told y'all, the sooner the Thunder get out these playoffs, hey, Kevin Durant, go ahead and assemble the Avengers and take these dudes down. Help him out.
Get J-Dub ass out of here. Get his ass out of here, bro.
I mean, but now we see the pieces. Now the Thunder, Sam Presti and the front office will be like, hey, we see what we got. If we can add another player offensively, because that's what you need.
That's what you need. Yep. That's what you need.
Your defense A1. It don't matter who you can trade. Shed and your defense ain't gonna be A1. You can trade Jalen Williams. Your defense gonna continue to be A1. But offensively, let Kevin Durant. Hey, buddy, help me pull out that jersey. Joker, go ahead and get these dudes out for me real quick, please.
And honestly, if they lose to the Nuggets, right, that makes the most sense because we saw Kevin Durant busting Denver's ass a couple years ago with Phoenix. That was the only thing that gave the Nuggets really a huge problem in the playoffs was Kevin Durant and Devin Booker together. You put Kevin Durant with SGA.
Hey, Kevin Durant been out the playoffs the first 2 years and the first round in the last 2 years. I understand that. But the Suns versus the OKC Thunder.
Yeah.
Hey, KD. Come on, dog.
But yeah, I'm not saying trade J Dub for real. I feel like he had a bad game. It was game one. They played again tonight, so things have changed. But you got to come out better than that, man. I think he was like 5 for 20, something crazy like that. It was something crazy. And then Chet didn't really have a good game either. It was just SGA, I believe, by himself. He had like 33 points, something to that degree. But he got no help from J Dub, no help from Chet. And those are your big three. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the Grizzlies with Jaren, and Bane. It can't just be one person coming to hoop. It's the playoffs, man. And you're playing against the best of the best. I need the people that I'm counting on to perform as such. And when you ain't doing that, it's a problem. It's a problem. And then at that point you got urgency. Urgency is now developed. When it's like, okay, we know we're at this level. Denver's up here. The goal isn't to stay right here. We want to get to either here where we're peers or above them. So you got to make moves to make that stuff happen. And if that requires a player to take a step up in the offseason or in this moment, then that's great. But if you don't believe that, then make a change in order for that to happen, especially when you're about to pay J-Dub at some point too, and Chet as well, because Chet is coming up, I think, first. Because he had 1 year he was hurt and didn't play. And then I think he had past 2 years maybe? I can't remember exactly when he came in. Yeah. And then this year. So it's like, all right, at some point, you're going to believe in him, put your money where your mouth is, and now it's time to perform. If I'm paying you 300 M's, you got to play ball. So, yeah, it's tough. We'll see tonight.
And I say this also as well. Same thing that happened with the Pacers and Cavs. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crucial to hit a free throw.
Oh, my. He missed both of them.
Both. I can take you missing the first one, Chet. But you got to hit that second one so we can get our defense set up. The moment he missed that second one, they were off to the races there. And when you're trying to backpedal and figure out what to do, that shit got caught up.
Chaos. Yep.
And Gordon stepped up. Russell Westbrook made a hell of a play. Hell of a play. We can talk, and I'm not saying we do, but we can talk all the bad stuff about Russell Westbrook that we want to. But we got to praise that man when he makes a damn good play.
Yep.
And the way that pass, the setup, everything was exactly where Aaron Gordon needed it to be.
Right and still
in his spot. It was perfect, man. It was perfect. But Chet, you can miss the first one, but you cannot miss that second one.
Nope, can't miss it. On top of that, the Thunder, look, I hate foul up three. I'm not a coach. I hate foul up three. If you don't just play defense, bro. And I mentioned it from the Grizzlies series, how the Thunder ended that series by doing the foul up three, bullshit. To me, I'm like, that ain't, as a basketball purist, I'm like, man, play defense, bro. Just get out there, play. If they hit the shot, the worst that could happen is they tie the game and go to overtime. That's the worst that could happen. But fouling up three, they prolonged the game. They gave Denver points. And not only that, there was a time period where Joker wasn't even on the court. He wasn't on the court because of the defensive possession. So they fouled and allowed Nikola Jokic to get back in the game. You don't want him in the game. I don't want him in the game. He is off the court. That's great. That's good. They took him out the game for a reason. So fouling up three and you bring him back in, that's just not smart basketball by OKC.
No.
Or maybe it's overthinking basketball, in my opinion. Just play ball. Don't overthink. Just play ball, bro. Simple. Simple shit. But we'll see. We'll see how they go, how they play tonight. It's a late game, so we're not gonna be able to get our reactions right now. But yeah. All right. Let's get into the E- tour. Where we going first, y'all? Where y'all want to go first?
Yeah, where y'all want to go first?
Okay, we'll go to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. You're right.
Go to Milwaukee. Go to Milwaukee. Go ahead, too. Go ahead, man. E-Tour Milwaukee. Get your rocks off, man. Go ahead.
So, gentlemen, I'm about to pull up a list.
Oh Lord.
Of more than 10 players that I take before Giannis Antetokounmpo started.
Oh, let me get my notes out, man. Let me get my notes out. Hold on.
And I want you guys to let me know if you agree.
Okay.
Because before the season, I told y'all, and I'm going to stand on this hill, that Giannis is 10. If 10, I just put him on the list, but he's not a top 10 player. I know the average 30 points a game, 11 rebounds. I know the numbers, and that's because he is the Greek freak that he is. Straight physical, somewhat of a bully. But again, has he been able to develop a skill? You give me $10 to put on him making a mid-range, I'll put it every time. And I'll probably win half the time. So, it is what it is. But other than that, he ain't developed. And I say on this podcast that I'll stand 10 toes on it. I don't give a damn what y'all say. And we finna figure this shit out right now.
Go ahead.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is not a top 10 player. And again, I got more than 10 players that I want y'all to name. If y'all will take this player over Giannis right now, starting an NBA team, and you just build around them.
Oh, this could be a TikTok. This gonna be a TikTok. I already know.
It is. And we finna go for it. That is why I'm here. You asked for it, and we on the E-Tour. I told y'all we were gonna be here super early, whether Dame Lillard was playing or not. Whether Dame Lillard was playing or not. And shout out to Doc Rivers. I don't know why he's still coaching. But then again, let's get into the reason why I got my list up. So again, Nikola Jokic, easy. Hey, yes.
Okay.
Yes. SGA. Yes. Ant-Man. Yes.
Okay. Keep going.
I'm just saying right now, as of right now, we're not going all-time career. We're going age period. Like right now.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay.
Y'all can put an asterisk by this. I don't care because again, I got other players. But again, I ain't no way in hell I'm not picking Kevin Durant over Giannis. So I got
right now.
Right now, no.
I got Kevin Durant.
Okay.
I ain't no way. I'm never. And again, we can put an asterisk by it. We put asterisk.
Okay.
And again, we're starting your franchise with him. Okay. Jalen Brunson. That is the captain and the leader that I need on this team. You willing to take a pay cut to see the future? Yes. And you average 30 points a game. Yes. Same 30 Giannis average. And he's still doing better.
Keep going. We're gonna revisit it. Keep going.
So of course he just got injured, but then again, Steph Curry. Yes.
That's another hard one. But I got you. I hear you.
Keep going.
We at 6 right now. So I mean, even if y'all halfway with me,
you at 6. Yeah.
I'm at 6. Cool. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Butler. And again, you're starting your team around him. You're building your team around him. Jimmy Butler right now. Jimmy Butler right now.
Jimmy Butler over Giannis. Stop. Jimmy Butler?
We've seen him do it 2 years ago. With nobodies.
We saw Giannis.
And now I'm starting my organization to go against this
50-point triple-double. That's
Jimmy
what
Butler.
Giannis did.
No Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler over Giannis?
We literally saw it 2 years ago.
Jimmy Butler over Giannis.
We literally saw it 2 years ago. With nobodies, bro. With nobodies. Community center ballers. Jimmy Butler beat Giannis by himself. Sheedy, help me. Are you with Jimmy? But at least Jimmy Butler with me. Because again,
that is a toss-up. I'm not saying I'm with you or against you. I'm not saying either or. Because the reason why I say that too is because, to your point, head up. Jimmy dragged his team further than Giannis has dragged his team.
That's what it's about
at that point. I hear your point. But if you're also talking about right now, like what's happening right now, I can also see the point of Giannis being a better player than Jimmy.
I'm not saying I'm in no way
to build a franchise around.
We're building a franchise, and you want a winning franchise. A winning franchise is what
he's
I'm saying.
Won.
Yeah.
A championship against an I don't care bear. I don't give a damn about that. I don't care about that. Like, stop it, bro. Stop.
Okay, that's 7. We at 7. Come on.
Yeah,
Luka 5-2.
Okay, yeah, I get you with you. Yeah.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, that's another
Start your franchise, and you done see the NBA championship 3 times already, and you barely 25-26. Yes, I'm sorry, but we question them sometimes, but the dude a winner.
I'll take Tatum. I got you.
I'm not mad either way for that one. I'm not mad though.
So that was 9 right there. So I mean, if we got halfway right there, 6, whatever. That's everybody for me right there for right now. And let's get into a couple more, which should be fun. Starting your organization with Cade Cunningham.
Oh no, you ain't mentioning LeBron right now. I say LeBron. So
I mean, you take LeBron over Giannis? I mean, because you kind of helping my point. I mean, right now, I don't put LeBron on here because you can tell he really don't give a damn about this shit no more.
So no,
that's the only reason LeBron's not on my list. If he can't, you can just tell it is cool. LeBron's 40, he owes us nothing in basketball. That's the only reason I ain't put him on this list. But if you take LeBron over Giannis, which I would, still, you helping my point.
It's LeBron. I give you LeBron.
We damn near 10. We damn near 10. But let's.
I mean, you are at 10. I'm not at 10.
Okay, let's say y'all at 7, 6 or 7.
Also, LeBron just had a season of 24, 8, and 8, ladies and gentlemen. So, my God,
at 40 years old.
At 40. And to say he didn't care, I hear you, but I mean, 24, 8, and 8 is it's everything to sneeze at.
LeBron making $25 million, so you can bring a star to play with him like Luka Fatu.
That nigga making 50.
Yes. Y'all say no for K. Again, these are just throwaways. Cat.
No.
I'm taking Giannis over Cat.
Yeah, Giannis over Cat.
If we really want to get to the nitty gritty of it, and you building your team around them, Savage, I'm looking at you specifically.
Wait.
Paulo Banchero. I am taking Paulo over Giannis because the potential that's this dude got. He put up 30 in the playoffs. So again, that's 30 you matching with Giannis. And skillfully, yes, Paulo is a skillful better than Giannis. Again, we talking about winning basketball.
I still
pick
pick Giannis over Paolo right now. I pick Giannis over Paolo right now. And which is why I asked the question right here: who should trade? Because I still think Giannis. Like this actually goes together too.
I get my tail spot next week. I got a tail spot.
I need ace. Give me a spot right now. Who should trade for you? Like
I told you Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But don't have no team around him.
But going into the offseason, Houston got the most pieces.
Houston actually would be really nice.
Which brings me to my next players. Sengun.
I knew he was gonna say
No. 2010 and 5, and he only 22 years old.
I can get that from Giannis right now. I don't need that. I don't need it from Alperen Sengun. I'm good.
I mean, Sengun, the actual center, Giannis a power forward, but whatever.
That's fine. You know, that's cool.
All right, last one. His teammate, Amen Thompson. Based on potential.
So
Sheedy, you with me? Based on potential, this dude is a dog. If he was in the Eastern Conference, he'd be an all-star in 2 years.
So the thing about Amen Thompson is it's kind of like it's early for sure. It's early with Amen Thompson, but I feel like it's cute right now. As far as like him, first round losing, like it's kind of like the Grizzlies, where it's like, you lost first round, it's cool, whatever. But we have to see him. I know we're projecting, of course, but we have to see him take that next step in terms of like, I think for him, he has to take more of an offensive responsibility in terms of like, you're not just I don't even know how to compare him like a taller Russell Westbrook in terms of your athleticism and your twitchiness. You have to see him with the ball in his hands more and not have to not necessarily rely on per se, but just you have Fred VanVleet that's going to get up shots. You got Jalen Green getting up shots. You got Jabari, Alperen Sengun. So it's a lot around him, and the mistakes are kind of cool right now until you get like the Grizzlies where Ja, Dez, and Jaren, like, all right, y'all 25, 26 years old now. Like, y'all should be doing these little kiddie games anymore. So I still will pick Giannis, but I think Amen Thompson's potential can be insane if he reaches that potential. But I would bank on Giannis over Amen right now in terms of starting the team.
If I'm giving the keys to the franchise, yes.
I like it.
Giannis.
So we pretty much say 8. Let's say 7, 8. I mean, but let's
still say that Giannis is definitely a top 10 player.
Is that he's top 10 player? Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
What your list just proved, top 10 player.
At 10.
So on your list, you had
go for it.
You had Jokic, SGA, Ant-Man, Kevin Durant. I think Giannis is better than Kevin Durant. That's just me.
Go for it. I mean, y'all have always said that we've always been on the opposite end of that cool.
Yeah. I think he's better than Brunson. Steph Curry. Steph Curry, yeah, I would want Steph Curry. Over Giannis, I ain't gonna lie. Jimmy Butler, no, I'm picking Giannis. Luka, I give you Luka. Tatum is a toss up for me. I get it, it's a toss up. And then LeBron, it's LeBron. I just
24, 8, and 8, dog.
So, and I'm gonna ask y'all this last question because Giannis, is he really a big because he don't play center? So again, like is he a winning basketball player? Like, I know he won a championship. His team was better than the Phoenix Suns. I get it. What I'm asking is, do y'all see Giannis winning another ring?
Yes.
Yeah.
Somewhere else. Yes.
He has to get traded. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And honestly, to win the other ring, it depends upon the talent that surrounds him and where he goes. To be honest, too, if there was some type of scenario where Giannis went to your Warriors, my God, you'd be talking about this man a lot differently. Because I mean, Jimmy's there now, but if that Jimmy thing didn't happen and Giannis got there, what Giannis could do to create.
Here's the thing: I'll be talking about.
I
talk about Giannis different because he wouldn't be the number one option.
Okay,
I'm cool with it.
As a number one option, Giannis is not a winning basketball player, and we've seen him miss games and his team do better. So would I talk about Giannis differently if he was to join my Warriors? Absolutely, but again, he wouldn't be the number one option. You can get somewhere where he's not the number one option. I know it's crazy. People listening, I know 30 points. I know the numbers. I wouldn't be on a basketball podcast if I didn't understand the numbers. I get it. But when you talk about Giannis, he's a physically dominant player that knows what he's doing. But skill-wise, we hadn't seen him progress as a player. We just seen him do the same shit. So again, do I want that as a number one option, especially if I can't play him at center? Again, you're not playing Giannis at center. You playing him at power forward. Rick Lopez come in, he's a star, he's a center. Bobby Porter's come in, he's the center. You gotta, y'all. I need y'all to stop realizing what I've been saying for the last 3 years, and I say not y'all, but everybody listening.
I got you.
Start realizing what I'm saying about Giannis under the Kukoc. I'm telling y'all.
I need to go ahead.
Well, I was going to add on the seasoning what you said earlier in our text message about buck the Bucks for 2 straight seasons. Really 3, by the way. 3. So let us not forget.
I need to see Giannis somewhere else just for the purposes of the conversation, because I feel like he will continue to be the number one option because that's his team in Milwaukee. He has to go somewhere else so for your sake, for your argument's sake, and then we can have the conversation.
The vibes that I'm getting, you asked me for a team. I'm seeing the starting lineup with the Rockets: VanVleet, Amen Thompson, Dylan Brooks, Giannis, and a center that can shoot, that can space the floor. So Sengun not gonna be there.
Sengun.
He's not gonna be there, unfortunately, because Sengun will be right. But you cannot have 2 non-shooters on the floor at the same time in this NBA.
Yeah. So, I think he'd be a good fit with Memphis. To be honest, with Jaren, that's a good fit. Jaren plays center.
Nah, you can trade for them.
Damn.
I love to see him with the. Don't get it twisted. I would love to see him with the Warriors because Draymond will be center.
Draymond be center, yeah.
And then you running.
Oh my gosh, my bad, y'all. It's a 1-point game. Knicks in Boston.
Let's go.
I told y'all, bro. I told y'all, bro. It's literally a 1-point game right now. So as we finish this show up,
115,
and now, oh my god,
oh shit.
I didn't want to move.
Boston has not hit a field goal the last.
Oh shit!
This is crazy, bro.
You know what the Celtics' problem is? We've said it on this podcast before. It's when it comes to the fourth quarter.
Jalen mother effing Brunson. Jalen mother effing Brunson, bro. It don't matter what I did in the whole 3 quarters. It's my time in the fourth.
Yeah, that's the problem.
And see, I knew,
I'll be honest.
Even when Boston was up 20, I was like, they don't look like a good team right now. Not a team that's going to beat.
Effing Brunson, y'all getting our live reactions.
We do. We getting live reactions right now. I'm sorry.
Come on, bro.
Just 1 minute left.
Come on, man. Get these dudes off the court, bro. They soft, man.
Where's my Apollo TV at, man? Damn.
I love Jaylen Brown.
Where's my Apollo? As I'm watching
we looking at. I'm telling you, bro. I can't wait to do the Celtics dash to it, bro.
Get it.
It's on like a whole new different team.
Okay. This is crazy.
Savage is in the trenches watching the game.
Look,
nigga forgot we got the red light going.
Man, look.
We sorry, y'all.
Yeah, we sorry, y'all. We watched the game live. Anyway,
got 3 hands going like, oh.
This is a podcast. Y'all gotta forgive us. Jalen Mother F. Brunson.
All right, let's get into the next one, man. Since we already own 2 soapbox, the Clippers. What are y'all thoughts on the Clippers season as a whole? That's what I want to know. What was your thoughts on the season? Was it good, bad?
My thoughts were they not as good as I told y'all they were. And granted, I thought they were gonna be lower, much lower. And so I want to give them credit to where they deserve. They were a great regular season team.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to the playoffs and you got that dude with the heavy beard on your team, it's not gonna work out for you. So hey, as long as you got him on your team, you're gonna take up max money and you ain't gonna make it past the first round, regardless of who you got. Especially this day and age. Bye. Deuces. Y'all, the quicker, the sooner, the better. I know he's from LA. I get it. Hometown hero. It look good. It look good. I know. But this is gonna be a continuous thing until the bearded one outside, because you got another dude who barely want to play.
He played this
year. But when he played,
he played this year. He was by himself in the freaking
that was his problem.
I give him that. And Kawhi did play when it mattered. I give him that. And Zubac again is turned into a top 5 center. You got something. But will you be better than the Thunder? Nah. Will you be better than the Nuggets? Nah. Obviously. Timberwolves? Nah. Lakers? That'll be fun to see, but I'm picking Luka 5-2 every time. So, I mean, until again, the bearded one, he gonna mess you up. He got more I think it was a stat to say he got more turnovers than like made shots or something like that.
That was crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Like, I've seen it from his rookie year, and I've been telling y'all, he got to the Rockets. Oh, he averaging again with Giannis, 30 points a game. The numbers this, numbers that. Cool. But is he a winning basketball player? Right. Niggas is saying that Dwayne Wade, he better than Dwayne Wade. Ain't no way in hell I will put James Harden and Dwayne Wade in the same sentence. Sheedy, get him.
No.
Get him, Sheedy.
Let me cover this up.
I feel like Seth Rollins and I'm letting my boy Bron break off the leash, bro. Get him.
Please.
Get him.
Please let me go.
Paul Heyman.
Please do. Yes. This says legends. Let me cover that up. Don't you ever motherfucking mention the name James Harden and Dwayne Wade again. Dwayne Wade has cleared it in 06. Why are we having this conversation 20 years later about someone that needs to be like him, but is not a legend like him? Okay? Not it. He's not it. Let me give him his flowers. Was he MVP? Yes. Did he revolutionize the game with the step backs? Yes. I'll give you that. But if you want to see a 7-game series, you definitely want to play against James Harden, because you're going to win the 7-game series if it goes 7. That man is horrendous. We talked about the 45 missed shots that the Celtics got. Let's not forget what he did when he was up 3-2 against the Warriors.
It was like 33s. They missed back to back.
Even though Chris Paul went down, you still had enough to win in Houston, and there was a problem in Houston. No,
it was him, people.
Listen, I never, Kendrick Perkins and anyone else that ever mentions these motherfucking James Harden and Dwayne Wade in another sentence together need to get smacked the fuck up. I don't play like that no more, because he had a chance to prove it. He had a chance to prove that he can be something. Yeah. But it proves he is nothing. Wait, would you get out of here? I'm trying to rant and you go.
You need a hug. You need a hug right now.
Yeah. Go get your snack. Go get your snack, man. Dang, now and cooled off. I don't need fire hydrant. But anyways, never again will that name be mentioned. I'm not taking away from James Harden. I'm just saying we have this agreement here on LBR, which is when they show you who they are, believe it. Just believe it.
Thank you. Thanks,
That's
man.
hilarious, bro.
Thank you.
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
Yeah. I have no comments about James Harden and Dwayne
Did
Wade.
y'all have him in y'all top 50?
I mean, he is top 50. He was an all-star this year. He had a good year.
Yeah.
Okay. He did.
Yeah,
I get that. I get y'all that.
He had a good year. It went terrible. It could have been better.
Okay.
All right. So thoughts on Clipper season. My thoughts. I mean, I feel like it was an okay season. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular. They could have won that series against Denver, but they didn't. So, yeah, Kawhi had no help. No help at all. I saw a mock trade said trade Kawhi to like Memphis, and I was like, I'm interested. I am interested in it.
One more time, one last time. Hey, outside the Clippers, he's won the championship everywhere he's gone, and he ain't gonna win one while the bearded one is there. That's all I'm saying.
All right, let's stay in LA, man. Los Angeles Lakers. My question to y'all, gentlemen: how far away are the Lakers from competing for an NBA championship? Because what I saw in that Timberwolves series, I saw a lot of traffic cones on the street, and Luka Doncic was getting. I mean, they were trying to find. I got you. They were trying to find Luka Doncic on one-on-one all the time. Isolation, attack the basket, layup. LeBron will be 41 next year. He ain't guarding nobody. He not even attacking the basket no more. I'm shooting threes. I'm not trying to. I saw a highlight of LeBron the second stint in Cleveland. I was just like, this dude was a monster. He was an athletic freak. He ain't that no more. He's on the back, not even the back nine, the back two of his career right now. But the Lakers want to compete. They want to win NBA titles right now. And I'm gonna say it again. They should have been traded LeBron James a long time ago. You get what you can for him right now. You're not gonna get his full value. It ain't gonna happen. But you should have traded him when you had the chance. And now it's too late. Nobody's gonna trade for 41-year-old LeBron James. Why? Why would I? And not that they could anyway, because I mean that's the thing. But like you tell LeBron, like, look, LeBron, we done. So let us know where you want to go. You want to go to New York? You want to go to Cleveland, back home? Go to Miami, Dallas, Phoenix, play with Steph. Like we're gonna get you out of here, but just know we can't move forward to build a team around Luka if you and Luka are there together. I can't have two liabilities on defense. I can't do it.
Three because you ain't got no big man.
No big man, which is why I asked how far away. Oh, snap! 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, Tatum. Oh, Tatum, you choked. Tatum choked. Wow, the Knicks again. Mikal Bridges, bro. Mikal Bridges again.
And look, they turned up. Mikal Bridges ended up with 14.
Mikal Bridges again with the defense, bro. Mikal Bridges
gonna get another 17-point game
on someone else now, right?
Mikal Bridges, bro. Like
you pay him that.
Josh Hart.
You trade the picks for that.
Mikal Bridges, bro.
Jay, you are not gonna get another 17-point game from Jalen Brunson. So yes,
give me that shit. Ooh. So I snatched Jaylen Brown's ball and I swat Jason. Man, Mikal Bridges, that's a real nigga, bro. I'm sorry. That's a real nigga, dog. How many minutes he played tonight? Because he played 51 last game.
Gotta be at least 41.
Gotta be at least 40 something, bro.
I just had the stats up.
He played 43 minutes, bro. 43 out of 48 minutes.
43 out of 48.
So he has played 94 minutes the past 2 games. 94 minutes, 94 feet. That's what he do. That's all that.
Yes.
That's all.
Mr. 94.
94 feet, bro. Hey, I gotta give a salute Mikal Bridges, bro. Anyway, yeah, Lakers. How far away are they? They're very far. And I would move on if from which Chicago I was in, from LeBron. It's just me though.
It is. But to your I looked up and said, I was like, man, paying LeBron another $50 million next season. Like, who's doing this? But then you look at his stats. I ain't gonna lie, 24, 8, and 8. Nobody was really doing that besides could have been MVP, which was Joker. So the question is, how far away are the Lakers? 7 feet. That's how far away they are. They need a big man. So they are 7 feet away from actually competing and being something more. Mark Williams was tweeting about them during and after the series. You look at the trades that they've made in the past, and you didn't want to sign Julius Randle, who eventually that whole thing conundrum got you Luka. Meanwhile, Julius was busting Luka's ass anytime he could. So as I get a text, people like, what the heck is going on in the NBA? Craziness. But at the end of the day, man, again, how far away are the Lakers? 7 feet. That's what I'm gonna say.
And it's like I said, 7 feet ain't that bad either, you know. You kind of jump like a little hop, you know. And that's the perfect shit because they not too far. Honestly, if you do keep Brian cool, but you could use Brian to go get other pieces and build around Luka. We saw the Mavericks do it while the Lakers came. So as long as you got Luka in LA on the basketball court, you cool. But one thing I wanted to ask y'all is, like, I was listening to the talk radio on Monday on the way to my gig, and they kept on feeling like LeBron is obligated to show Luka the ropes, quote unquote. And I want to ask y'all because get y'all opinion. Do y'all feel like LeBron in this point of his career? I know it's LA. I know he's supposed to be a good teammate, but is he obligated to make Luka or show Luka the ropes, make sure he get his body better, live the quote unquote LA lifestyle, do this, do that to make sure he's physically better? Or should LeBron be like, you a grown ass man, figure it out, and I got kids and shit I'm trying to do? Like, what should be? What do y'all think about that?
I think it's the other way around. I think Luka's obligated to ask LeBron, how can I get in the best shape that I can? Because obviously LeBron is built differently. Luka is a 6'7" stocky kid, but LeBron's 6'9", 260, but he's athletic specimen. He's God-given. Like that's crazy.
So Luka should go to LeBron.
Yeah, Luka gotta be the one to ask him, because if Luka wants to get to that next level, he has to take care of his body. He really gotta get back to how he was his rookie year. His rookie year, he was spry. He could jump, he can move. Like he was. I mean, he wasn't athletic like crazy.
I saw a tweet that said it's American food that did that too.
Look, if you gotta import stuff from Slovenia or Europe or something, you gotta do that. Then bring you a chef over here and just.
I mean, LA known for being fit and physical, so maybe the NBA say Luka and vice versa. You send him somewhere healthy, quote unquote,
or something. But
Zion,
right? But he gonna have to get his body right so that he can at least slide his feet. That man cannot slide his feet on defense. He cannot do it. He physically cannot do it. It happens so often in the Timberwolves here. They were hunting that man. So you gotta at least be able to be respectable on defense and be able to withstand. Because how you got all the energy to be on the ball all the time on offense, but can't do it on defense? That's a problem for me as somebody that if I was a coach, I'd be like, nah, get out. You're liability. You are a liability on defense, bro. So yeah, he got to go to LeBron, in my opinion.
Yeah, and obligated is a strong word to use as well, in my opinion. But if I flip it back to say, is LeBron obligated to show him the ropes? I'm not saying that, but LeBron is a part of helping with his development, yes, because
I can agree with that.
That trade doesn't happen without LeBron. No, let's just get past that. And if LeBron actually is still in the league to compete for a championship, then you want to make sure everyone, including Luka, is ready to go and in championship form, and you know what it takes to get there, even if your teammates don't. And so I would strongly say that he's not obligated, but he should be helping in some way, shape, or form. Say, hey, bro, put the burger down, or hey, you trying to go run real quick? You know what I mean? Like just simple things like that. And if Luka doesn't help himself and is part of that, then actually Lakers management needs to really look at, did we make the right trade?
Are you saying Nico was right?
To be continued.
Yeah.
What? Not the face turn for Nico.
I'm not saying that. I'm not.
Not the face turn.
Do y'all think they can get a legit big man for Austin Reeves?
They're not gonna get rid of Austin Reeves.
They need to, because he
that biggest selling point. If you talk about, because you can't really just bring anybody in. Like, hold on, let me look up NBA free agent.
The only free agent that I can think of is like Brook Lopez, but he's old, man. He's old.
You don't want that. Yeah, we tried that before.
And he's slow. I mean, he plays good. He plays good like rim protection, but he ain't moving, dog. This ain't 2015, 16.
He got too much tread on them tires.
Man, I'm surprised he's still moving.
The NBA free agents, Brook Lopez, Clint Capella, Miles Turner, Nas Reed, Steven Adams, Steven Adams, Mo Wagner, Al Horford, Andre Drummond. That's about it. DeAndre Jordan. And let me look up power forward. So I mean, that's the center right there.
Wait, time out. DeAndre Jordan still playing in the league?
Yeah, he on the Nuggets.
He is with the Nuggets. He don't get no time.
Hey, come on.
Bro, I don't watch every Nuggets game. I ain't never seen that man on the
Yeah, bro, he chilling.
He stays in his complete warm up. He know he ain't getting no time.
And power forwards, there really ain't none that can help them win outside of John Collins. But again, you're gonna put them in power forward. So yeah, that's the only center. And they got a couple centers that could help, but you're gonna have to trade for one.
And the trade for the center, actually, it has to be someone that fits Luka, which is a
lob threat.
Exactly.
So Clint Capella or Miles Turner?
Miles Turner not really a live threat, but
Capella
old though.
He went up and down the court.
The best center was Derek Lively, but and Dallas don't really like Derek Lively no more because Luka ain't there. So I mean, in theory,
that would be the move.
You can get Derek Lively, but if I'm Dallas, I ain't trading for LA.
I mean, send Timu, look at the Dallas, back to Dallas.
That's crazy.
Send him back to Dallas and get a little
That man said
Timu.
Come on. It's written, bro.
Okay.
It's written. You get one of them centers from Dallas, bro.
What's crazy is I know Luka has a player option after next year, so he could play out next year. And if he just decide, you know what, I'm gonna get this player option and get up out of it, he feasibly could.
Hey, Lakers make it their organization back then because LeBron will be out too.
Maybe.
Who plays for them?
Yeah, not in 2026, 27. They're like, nah, I ain't going to deal with Genie Bus no more. I'm good on that. Good on that, man.
Come on, Genie. We believe in you.
I don't. All right, next one. Rockets. What are y'all thoughts on Jalen Green? Everybody wants to trade him. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter slandering Jalen Green. He had a bad series. Bad, and I mean bad series. But people are saying trade Jalen Green. They're saying that he's a Dylan Brooks-esque player in terms of like the dynasty starts after him. What do y'all think about Jalen Green? Would y'all trade him? Do y'all stick with him? What y'all thinking?
I would love to take a stab at this one first. I would trade him because of something that you said when we were honestly talking about Man Thompson, which is why I brought him up in the Giannis segment, was the fact that I would love to see our Man Thompson with the ball in his hands more. Meaning I would love to see Jalen Green. The Rockets are one of those teams where I kind of like tap into, just like the Pistons, young but feisty, got a great coach. I'm looking forward to the future. Like that's how I kind of feel about the Rockets in the West. And they dynasty can't start without Jalen Green because Jalen Green, he's a shot chunker. I mean, he averaged 20 points in the regular season, cool. But when it get down to it, show us who you are. And I know he's young, but when you got literally a top 10, a top 7 pick in Reed Shepherd who ain't touched the floor. And Jalen Green, who again averaged 20 points a game, cool. He's tradable. Trade him by his value high. We know what he can do. Trade him by his value high and see what's up. Again, he should be in one of them trades to get Giannis if that's what he do. But that's the thing about the Rockets. Outside of OKC, the Rockets right there next to him as far as like getting pieces for a superstar. They can whatever package they can send to go get Giannis, they can easily send to get Kevin Durant. So keep y'all eyes on that as well. But Jalen Green's gonna be a part of that, and it's gonna make their package pause, but it's gonna make their package bigger than anybody else's. But I mean, Jalen Green's a baller, but I trust him in Thompson more than Jalen Green for sure. See, here we go. Trev with me, bro. We here. Hey, that's my boy T-Mac playing for the Rockets, man. My boy Kevin Durant can too, and I like it. I would like it.
Okay. I don't know what my thoughts are. Jalen Green's contract is not worth what you got this first round.
True.
That's my thoughts.
He's still on his rookie deal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, then he signed
that crazy deal.
He signed? Oh, shit.
He signed the baby mama deal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I got the bag now. I'm chilling now.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
And so I think that is worth the slander that he's received, because you went into this season. I think what was y'all looking up that deal? Whatever it is, it's crazy. He's making a lot of money, and you're making a lot of money to honestly be the number one option.
3 years, 105.
Yeah.
So that's about 30, 37, 36, which is not bad, but still not worth the price.
Real question. What's the difference between Jalen Green and Jordan Poole? I mean, athleticism, but
Poole is a better.
I'm about to say better shooter.
Golden State Poole was in that role. He's better fit for that role. That's what I would say. Jalen Green was the number 2 draft pick, so he thinks in his eyes, this is my team. And reality hit. This ain't his team. It's Amen Thompson. And people have seen that. People are speaking that. Amen Thompson and Alperen Sengun. That's a lot of. I forgot the guy's name. He's a big Houston Rockets fan. Got a podcast. He's like, I'm not trading nobody. I'm trading everybody but Amen and Alperen Sengun.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm on.
And at that point, it's like you not that guy anymore. And we all know Jalen Green. He wanted to commit to Memphis to play basketball for college. he thinks highly of himself, and he has an ego. We know he has an ego. He paints his nails, but
I say any man that paint his nails feel some kind of way about himself. Go for it.
Either he. Man, there's a lot of Eagles on that team too, man. You got Dylan Brooks, you got Fred VanVleet, you got Jalen.
You got Tari Eason's mama.
Tari Eason's mama going crazy.
You got young players who feel like they better than the players that's playing. Like again, if I'm Reed Shepherd, I feel like I'm better than Jalen Green.
Yeah.
And so that's also the issue, right? You mentioned
that's an issue.
He didn't get a chance to get on there, right? And so I would say this. I don't know the value now, though, of Jalen Green because he's now been exposed in the playoffs. And so do you, if I'm Houston, right, do you try to build up that trade value during the season and then trade? At that point, the Kevin Durant is probably going to be off the table. But everybody is tradable, clearly. Luka and AD proved that this season. Everyone is tradable. Yeah. So if I'm the Rockets, I stay pat and build up Jalen Green more because to your point, somebody is going to want Jalen Green, but not that Jalen Green we just saw.
Right. So trade him at trade deadline.
Yeah, trade him by the trade deadline. Yeah,
I like that.
But the other part is they got to talk about that Fred VanVleet contract.
Well, they just
about 45.
They pushed the deadline back. I saw that today.
Okay,
so they pushed it back a little bit until like June to make a decision on how they're gonna pay him. Because he had a rough series too.
A rough one. Not worth $45 million.
Not 45 M's, bro.
Shout out to that podcast. Everybody can go except my man and Albie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. And I think
AS and AT.
Yeah, and unless Jalen Green is like, I will come off the bench and I'll be a mercenary off the bench, but I don't think he's built like that.
He's not ready for that.
I don't think he's built to say, you know what, I understand
he's
my
not
role.
Mentally built for that.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's built for it. He's not mentally built for it.
Not mentally built for it.
And I get it. Should I be the same way? Should I'm 25 entering my prime past number 2 pick? Shoot, I ain't trading now.
Look, that's me. When I played ball in high school, I was a shooting guard at Germantown. Get the South one. They said you playing the 4. I said, what? man, if you don't get me on this wing so I can shoot threes, get me on the block. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Shit was crazy, bro. I ain't doing that. But yeah, it's ego. So it's what it is, man. All right, last stop before we get out of here. Detroit Pistons. What does Detroit need, man, in terms of taking that next step? They could have won this series against the Knicks. They didn't, obviously. Personally, I feel like if I'm the Pistons, I run it back.
Absolutely.
I would just run it back, man, because I feel like another year, because it's their first year as a team getting in the playoffs. We saw that they should have beat the Knicks, who are now up 2-0 on Boston. So
crazy when you compare.
So in my mind, I'm like, if I could have beat the Knicks, who are now up 2-0 on Boston, I could have beat Boston. That's my mindset. And so if I'm Detroit, I'm hoping that Cade takes another jump up. I'm hoping that Duran takes another jump up. I'm hoping that Asor takes another jump up. Really, all my young players, I would just, if you had a draft pick, draft somebody that can be a reserve piece or a big man, whatever you need to do. And I just run it back next year.
They got a reserve piece who can average 20, who's averaging 20 points a game for you.
Jay Knivey, yeah.
Experience. That is what the Pistons need. They got it. Run that shit back. Just like Jay Uso music. Run it back. Keep it simple. Run it back. If you go make a trade, don't lose your core. But you cooking in Detroit. Detroit basketball is back.
Yeah, I wouldn't even move anything, and I would just see like how much further can we move with Asar too, man. I think Asar is ready to take a jump. I think he's also watched his brother and what he did, I think there's a sibling rivalry right there that I want to do better than him. So I think Asar is going to take a leap this summer, which is going to be crazy. But on top of that, man, yes, you go get Malik Beasley. Don't let him go nowhere. Because his contract is up, I think. I think it's only time like a 1-year deal. Sign that man again.
I don't want to say this, but I say this. Jimmy Uso is my favorite Uso. But I think it's going to be a clear difference in who they are. Again, I love Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy Uso is Asar. Amen Thompson is next. He's Jay Uso. He's Jay Uso.
Okay.
Did y'all know that?
I get the rivalry. I get it, but just like I've been watching him since his rookie, so I kind of know. Yeah. Offensively, he's. I would love to see. I would love for him to prove me wrong.
Osiris is straight up defense. He ain't really just doing nothing else.
And he's great at what he does. He's like Josh Hart 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
He's great at what he does. But offensively,
he got to shoot better.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets a little bit of a shot,
17% from three, bro, it's crazy. It's bad.
Let's see. But I mean, it's something about him that is like, please trade Jalen Green so we can know. Because if you don't, that's going to be the continuous thing about the Rockets. Probably every Rockets fan is like, how good can Amen Thompson be? Mm-hmm. And if you got Dylan Brooks on that team for one, you're going to track up it. But let me not say that because he actually had a good season. I take that back, Dylan. I take that back. Mm-hmm. You got to get rid of Jalen Green, though. Coaching. Mm-hmm. You got to. I'll take that back about Dylan. My bad.
Did y'all know that Cooper Flag was a twin?
I didn't know that.
He has a twin. Because he actually reclassified a year earlier, so his twins Ace Bailey is still in high school right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Whoa, Ace Bailey, that's his.
I'm sorry, Ace Flag. I think his name.
I know Ace Bailey.
Not Ace Bailey. No.
I know the name.
No.
Twin. Then when they come out of Asian woman,
Ace Flag. Is he getting the love that Cooper got? Or
he's signed to play at Maine. They're from Maine, so he's playing at Maine right now. But he's not bad. He's 6'7". He's who played like 6'9", so
Cooper.
Nah, he ain't Cooper is Jay Uso, and Ace is Jimmy. He might be solo.
Respectfully, Ace. Respectfully, you made my favorite flag.
So man, but run it back, Detroit. Run that back, man. Run it back.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Yeah. So right now, game 2 of Denver and OKC is on. OKC is about 6 points right now, but again. The Knicks are up 2-0. 2 home game wins over Boston. I think Boston, that's a wrap. That's over. It's over. That's over with Boston, bro. I can't see it. I don't see it.
They won one and said, all right, let's.
Yep.
I think that's a difference in this generation.
Satisfied.
It's like they got one. Like, where's the dogs, bro? Like, Jason.
Can we play?
You supposed to be the top 5 player in the league. Savage had you winning MVP. You make him look bad on this podcast.
I did.
This podcast, and you got him looking like a dumbass, like he don't know what he's talking about. Damn, Tatum. What you doing? Come on.
In fairness to me, though, that was a conspiracy selection. That's my
conspiracy selection.
That was a conspiracy. I said they're gonna crown him as the guy, the American guy. But look, I ain't saying he getting carried, but ain't looking too good right now.
Once they have to make that selection, as of now, I'm taking Jaylen Brown. Who are you gentlemen taking? Jaylen Brown.
Oh, you already know Jaylen Brown. I said that for Trump. I said for years.
Derek White.
And if she taking Derek White, ladies and gentlemen,
Derek White and Jaylen Brown, both of them. Yeah, we need both. Everybody else can roll.
Bro. They already said they get rid of KP next year.
Yeah, I know Drew Holiday don't. He's gone too.
Yeah, they can't keep all that money. You have to now pay Tatum. It's time. And you about to pay. Before the season started, the reason why we on here said the Knicks, we said the Knicks. We didn't say the Celtics.
We didn't say Knicks. We all said Knicks.
We all said it because we felt like, and I will speak. I'll say for myself, I felt like the Celtics have reached their zenith. That was it. They wanted to prove everybody wrong. Oh, Tatum and Brown can win the championship. They can't win. They won it. Boom. It's over with. Microwave society. This is not a dynasty. It's over. It's over. You're not going to pay Brown and Tatum $500 million and be able to keep everything else around. You can't.
We're going to get New York versus Denver or something. New York versus
Why say and they're gonna trade Jaylen Brown? That's gonna be the one they trade.
Memphis, please get in on that.
I would be so happy because I can cheer for Jaylen Brown happily now. Wherever Jaylen Brown goes, I will be a fan.
Houston.
Get
that Jalen Green.
Hey, send Bane back to Boston. He got picked by Boston, and they traded him draft night to Memphis. Go on, run that back. Run that shit back.
Look, I've had the weird dream of Jaren Jackson in a Boston Celtics uniform. Not to be dreaming of other people, but I see it. I can see it.
Okay.
If you're gonna pay 2 max contracts, you need to have them at different positions. Like you got.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. All right, we're gonna leave it at that, man. We'll be back next week. Again, we'll be coming on after the NBA draft lottery, so we'll figure out where Cooper Flag is going next week, and we'll kind of review who is where in the NBA draft lottery. So until then, we'll see what's happening with the NBA playoffs. Stay safe.
In the playoffs.
Be blessed. Peace.
Deuces.
Hey yo, Shakir made it.